Hey, what's all that noise and racket going on around here?
Well, I'm trying to make the walls fall down just like Joshua at the Battle of Jericho.
But Otto, did you know that Joshua and all the people of Israel went out every morning for 6 days and marched around Jericho blowing their trumpets?
Yep, and on the 7th day, they marched around 7 times blowing their trumpets.
Then after that, Joshua told all the people to shout.
Oh, yes, and then the priests blew on their trumpets, and all the people of Israel shouted, and the walls of Jericho came down flat.
Well, you sure know the story very well, but I think you might have missed the point, Otto.
Point? What point?
Exactly. When you leave out one important point, the story, or one important fact, the story has no point.
I don't get it, Dennis.
Do you know that Joshua and all the people marched around Jericho, blowing their trumpets for 6 days, and then 7 times on the 7th day?
Well, it sounds kind of silly when you think about it. So, why did they do that?
Because God told them to.
That's it. That's what I left out of the story, huh? God.
Yeah, the most important part. You see, after Moses, leader of the Israelites, had died, God appointed Joshua to lead them to the land that God had promised. Joshua obeyed God's command and sent spies into Jericho to scout the land. When the king found out, he tried to find those spies, but a lady named Rahab hid them. If not, the king would have killed them. A promise made to Rahab for protecting the spies was that she and her family would not be harmed in any way once the Israelites took possession of Jericho.
So, it was God who told Joshua, the Israelites and priests to march, shout, and blow trumpets around the city for 6 and 7 days then.
Yes. So, we learned that Joshua himself didn't make the walls fall down. The people of Israel didn't make the walls fall down. The marching, the trumpet blowing, and the shouting, they didn't make the walls come down either. Because Joshua and the people of Israel did just what God told them to do. Even though it seems silly, God made the walls come down.
So, no matter how much marching, blowing my trumpet, or shouting I do, I can't make any walls fall down, right?
That's right. But do you know what the point of this story is?
I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
If you do what God tells you to do, no matter how silly it may seem to you, God can make the problems in your life that to you look like huge walls come down flat.
And that's because He's God. Wow!
Our God is certainly an awesome God, isn't He, Otto?
He certainly is, Dennis. I like the story of Joshua and the Battle of Jericho.
Otto, do you remember me teaching you a song about Joshua's battle at Jericho?
I think so. Can we sing it, Dennis? Please? Maybe we can make some walls fall down with our singing.
Well, here we go.
Okay. Joshua, the Battle of Jericho. 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 Joshua, the
Gideon, you can talk about your men of Saul, but there's none like good old Joshua and the battle of Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down.
Joshua rose early in the morning, that's when the trumpets blew. They marched around the city and the battle of Jericho. Oh yeah, play it, Dennis.
Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. Right up to the walls of Jericho, he marched with spear in hand. Joshua commanded children to shout, and the walls came tumbling down. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, hey, Jericho, oh, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls come tumbling down. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, hey, Jericho, oh, Jericho. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho, and the walls come tumbling down. And the walls came tumbling down. And the walls came tumbling down.
Whew, thank goodness these walls are still standing.
Hey, let's say goodbye to all our friends, and we'll be back with a new story soon.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, and I wonder what kind of craft Miss Robin will have for us to do this week. Otto, did you know that her last name before she got married was Wall?
Wall, huh? You gotta be kidding me.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Miss Robin's Craft Corner. I hope you enjoyed Dennis and Otto's story about Joshua and the battle at Jericho. Tonight we are going to make our very own trumpet, just like the one, or similar to, the one that the Israelites and Joshua used at the Battle of Jericho to make those walls come down flat. So I hope within the last month you've been able to collect your paper towel roll, a styrofoam cup or a plastic cup, and of course we're going to use duct tape, any color that you have. And I found some creative tape at home that I use in making my craft cards, and it's called washi tape. It's kind of a funny name for the tape, but if you have some of that in your craft supplies, you can use that or continue to use the duct tape. And also you'll need string or yarn, and I found it useful to use some Elmer's glue. And what I've done already to prepare for tonight, I've already glued my 3 buttons down onto my paper towel roll so it would be ready to go. So hopefully you've found 3 different size or different color of buttons that you can use. That's going to represent like the keys on the horn. Okay? And you'll need a pair of scissors. So to get started tonight, I went ahead and tore some of this duct tape, and I used quite a bit of it because I cut mine, and I know you can kind of rip it too, but I started a little cut on mine so you can rip it. And then what I did was I kind of held my paper towel holder up, and you want to put your cup up like you're going to drink out of it, like this, okay? So you want to put the wide end of the cup up here. And so what I kind of did was I kind of really quickly grabbed onto the cup, and you can have Mom or Dad help you too. A couple more hands are kind of handy here with this. So what I did was I just wrapped the tape around the cup and also the paper towel, empty paper towel roll. So you kind of get like this, wrap it around there, and then I kind of squeezed it into the roll so the tape would adhere to the roll and the cup, okay? So you have something that kind of looks like this now, all right? So the next thing you want to do, and this is real simple, is take some yarn or string and get maybe about a 6 or 8 inch piece. And then what I did with my washi tape, or you still can use your duct tape, or even painter's tape or something like that. I used quite a bit of this too, and this is really easy because this just tears off so nice. What I did, then I put this around my string like so. I found some cool music note washi tape, so I thought that was pretty cool. So that's just to keep your string adhered to your horn. Because you know, if you see bugles and things like that, they do have a string that comes down from the horn, don't they? Something for the bugler or the trumpeter to hold on to. And so I just wrapped this washi tape around again. Okay, and I kind of tore mine a little bit, so I'm gonna get some more to put that around. We're almost finished. This was an easy craft this week. So there, now you have your trumpet just like the one they blew around the walls of Jericho. So, we're finished with our craft for tonight. I do want to tell you, however, that, you know, sometimes we do have problems in life that come at us, and they seem like a wall right in front of us sometimes, don't they? But you know what? If you pray to the Lord and ask Him to help those walls just to come down so you can get through your problem with His help, it will happen. And we don't necessarily need to make a loud noise for the Lord to pay attention to us. We can just ask Him in all sincerity and come to Him with thanksgiving in our heart and ask Him to help us with those problems. And those walls will start to come down, and you'll just feel so happy and excited inside. And the Lord will help you with that. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight's craft in making a trumpet. So we will see you next time here at Robin's Craft Corner. Take care, and remember,